Good morning everyone, my name is Akila Marshari from major chemical engineering, and today I want to demonstrate my project task for industrial project management lecture. As a project manager, this project is about restoring Upper Citarum River using constructed wetlands with the use of aeration and real-time monitoring water quality using IoT or Internet of Things. Firstly, before I showcase or demonstrate the project, I want to set up an awareness about what exactly going on in the river, like how bad the water quality is and why restoring a river is such a high priority or even extreme. So before we start, I'm going to show you a documentary of the world's most polluted river which lives in Indonesia named Citarum River.
Today, we take you to the world's most polluted river. 35 million people rely on the Citarum River on the island of Java, Indonesia, but it's become a toxic river of waste. Shay Rhodes went to the island for this unreported world classic in April 2014.
It's 6 a.m. and I'm on the Citarum River with Herman and his son Alec.
You can barely see the river. It's just covered in plastic. There's all kinds of rubbish here, from shoes, nappies. It's all household rubbish. This is stuff that people have thrown in, and then every now and then you come across something like that. A dead fish just floating. Oh. What is it? When was the last time you actually caught some decent fish in this river?
Udah lama, Bu. Ini sekarang nggak dapat. Balik ya.
Nowadays, Herman and his 13-year-old son are after a different kind of catch. They're scavenging for rubbish.
What kind of plastic are you looking for?
Iya, rongsok doang, Bu. Iya. Kan ikan-ikan kecil itu lagi ngambang gitu.
This is said to be the world's most polluted river.
40 years ago, when Herman started fishing, it was easy to get a good catch. Since then, 60% of the fish species have been wiped out.
Would you rather catch fish or rubbish?
Kalau banyak suka ikan itu rada. Kalau banyak ikannya suka tempat ikan itu. Sampah mah kan jarang gitu lah.
Do you think the people who throw all this rubbish in here know what's actually going on further downriver?
Ya pasti tahu, pasti itu buang sampah ya biasa lah, Bu. Nggak punya itu, mereka buang seenaknya aja gitu. Lempar ke sungai, lempar ke sungai gitu.
10 million people live on the Citarum. A study by the World Bank found almost all of these villages dump their rubbish by the river.
Ini masyarakat di sini buangnya ke sini gitu, Om. Sampahnya.
To demonstrate how unclean the Citarum River is, we can really see the water in some places. Its surface is completely covered by the indescribable amount of waste, trash, and dead animals that float on it, which can cause the spread of waterborne disease and severe odors and pollutes the air. Now, since we know that Citarum River is in such extremely help needs of restoration, our goal is to restoring the dirtiest river by transforming the water quality according to World Health Organization or WHO standard, and then keeps the stability or try to maintain the water quality as the standard. So the place that we will construct the technology is in Upper Citarum River, Cangkora Village, the outskirts of Saguling Reservoir, West Bandung Regency. Why do we pick this place? Because it is the right place for constructing the constructed wetlands, since it gets a large area of land that allows it to be used and to treat domestic waste used around it. So there's a lot of individuals, company, organization, even the presidents that want to restore the Citarum River. In 2019, Indonesia President Joko Widodo said water from the Citarum River should be made drinkable within 7 years under a new cleanup project for the Java Island River, often ranked among the world's most polluted. And then there are other competitors like Greenpeace and CCC. The difference between our project and the others, which is wetlands can improve water quality with a cost-effective alternative. For example, in South Carolina, removes a quantity of pollutant from the watershed equivalent to that which will be removed by a $5 million treatment plant. Therefore, wetlands provide a cost-effective alternative to traditional wastewater. Also, wastewater can control the erosion, the flood, and then improving the habitat that lives in the river, doing partnership with the communities, individual, business, and organization that lives around it. Also, there are many other advantages, which is education, aesthetic appeal, recreation, and many more. So for the financial and economic analysis, the total construction cost will be around $3.664 million with maintenance and operation costs for $45K per year. Adding the aerator cost for $1K each and IoT for the real-time monitoring for about $1.7K. So with the Citarum clean of waste and integrated industrial wastewater treatment, the World Bank has estimated that Indonesia will get a massive range of benefits. Not only the water will clean the ecosystem and return to a healthy state, but Citarum will bring economic benefits up to $280 million annually. For example, by looking at the farm area aspect, average harvest between 4 until 7.5 tons hectare with a gross income ranging from 9 until 30 million rupiah per hectare each harvest. Okay, so how wetland actually works, you might ask, since it costs way less than the other treatment technologies with the more beneficial ecological, economical, and financial analysis. So when we constructed a wetlands, it combined the physical, chemical, and biological process, which cause the absorption, adsorption, and accumulation of nutrients, metals by aquatic plants and algae that have been planted. After we treat the wetlands for several months, it will growth of bacteria, fungi, fauna, and biofilms that will cause biodegradation of OC and removal of black color, odor, COD, and BOD. So BOD means the biochemical oxygen demand, represent the amount of dissolved oxygen consumed by biological organisms when they decompose organic matter in water. Since we already know constructed wetlands functions, next to the aeration, aeration used for which maximize the oxygen saturation of water plays an important role in the remediation of polluted river water and in the effective treatment of wastewater. Also for real-time monitoring water quality, is needed for the collection and definition of information on the site in order to obtain precise data and prototype testing intervals to obtain data that can be used to identify current condition of trends. The main objective of online water quality monitoring in Citarum River is include measuring the following parameters such as pH level, dissolved oxygen, chemical oxygen demand, total dissolved solids, and turbidity. So next we are going to talk about the project management. Firstly, the organizational structure including the CEO, project manager with the help of VP engineering, IT division, management project division, regulatory environment division, and procurement. Next up, we have the VBS or work breakdown structure. This include three main outline planning, which is the first one is planning, second one is installation, and lastly the outcome. With the schedule of 2 years project from the planning into the outcome or the result or analysis that we come through after these 2 years. Next, we have the network diagram table, and then the we use the method of ION with the ES, EF, LS, and LF diagram. And then we have the cost for our project with a total of 199 billion rupiah, or if we put it into dollar, meaning $14 million, or 13.9 $144 million. Next, we have the S-curve table with the S-curve diagram.